Hello, we are watching VNA Broadcast Daily and following today's top stories.
Dignitaries in Ho Chi Minh City discuss amendments to 1992 Constitution. Japanese International Cooperation Agency reviews Japan's official development assistance to Vietnam over the past 20 years. Coastal Khánh Hòa province authorities hand over Filipino fishermen rescued in Vietnam's waters to embassy officials.
National Assembly Vice Chairman Vuong Chu Liu of Vietnam has suggested mechanisms for future collaboration among legislative bodies of Asia-Pacific Parliamentary Forum at the forum's 21st annual meeting. The event closed in Vladivostok City, Russia on January 30.
At the three-day event, legislators from 28 member parliaments and international parliamentary organizations discussed politics and security matters. They also touched upon economics and trade and regional cooperation in Asia-Pacific, as well as future activities of the forum. At the end, they adopted a resolution and elected Mexico as president of the forum in the 2013-2014 tenure. National Assembly Vice Chairman Vuong Chu Liu and his entourage attended all sessions of the forum. On the sidelines of the event, Liu had a meeting with chairwoman of Russia's Federation Council, Valentina Matvienko. Both agreed to enhance legislative cooperation and joint actions in international and regional forums. He met with Chairman of the Duma of Vladivostok City, Vigor Gochakov, Vladivostok City Vice Mayor Roman Kamarnov, and Vietnamese people residing in the city.
The People's Committee of Ho Chi Minh City on January 30th hosted a New Year meeting with officials of foreign representative agencies, international organizations, and foreign business association based in the city. We have more.
Ho Chi Minh City's authorities briefed their guests that the city's GDP grew at 9.2%, much higher than the country's average rate. The city catered for 3.8 million foreign visitors in 2012. Chairman of the Municipal People's Committee, Lê Hoàng Quân, thanked international friends for their active contributions to Vietnam, particularly Ho Chi Minh City. He said the city wished to receive close coordination from foreign representative agencies in 2013 as a year when sees celebrations of diplomatic ties between Vietnam and 23 countries around the world. German Consul General in Ho Chi Minh City, Konrad Kappel, congratulated the city on the achievements it has attained. He said he believes that the city will continuously develop, maintaining its status as a major economic hub of Vietnam. Also on January 30th, in southern Bà Rịa Vũng Tàu province, local leaders attended a get-together with 250 overseas Vietnamese who come home for Lunar New Year festival, also known as Tết. Bà Rịa Vũng Tàu is home to 50 investment projects and 30 businesses owned by overseas Vietnamese. The projects have a total investment of more than $6.8 billion, mainly on tourism and hotel services and production. On the occasion, the overseas Vietnamese presented gifts to Brigade 171 officials and soldiers who are defending the country's sea and island sovereignty.
The Government Committee for Religious Affairs collected opinions from dignitaries and religious followers to the draft amendments to the 1992 Constitution. It happened in Ho Chi Minh City on January 30.
At the event, delegates said they supported the need to amend the Constitution. They noted that the work meets the requirements of the country's socio-economic development and its international integration. The Venerable Huệ Thông from the Vietnam Buddhist Shanghai recommended the clarification of functions of the National Assembly as a legislative body, the government as an executive agency, the role of the court, and the procuracy and the prosecutor's body. regarding Article 25 relating to religions and belief, Thong suggested the amendments include the detail. The state creates conditions for religious organizations to operate in accordance with law, as well as charter and regulations of religions, which were recognized by the state. The delegates also discussed amendments concerning people's rights and obligations in defending the nation and children's education.
The Japanese International Cooperation Agency reviewed Japan's official development assistance to Vietnam over the last 20 years and its future orientations. The agency held a conference on the work in Hanoi on January 30.
Addressing the event, JICA head representative to Vietnam, Suno Motonori, said Japan has been the largest provider of official development assistance to Vietnam for 20 years. The assistance was totally worth over 1.8 trillion yen. Furthermore, Japan has sent around 5,000 experts and 500 volunteers to Vietnam and trained 18,000 Vietnamese employees in Japan. The JICA official said Japan considers Vietnam a leading partner in terms of ODA and will continue to provide a high level of aid to the country. It will boost bilateral cooperation despite its recent natural disaster and the global economic crisis. Japanese ODA has contributed to improving the friendship between both governments and peoples. At the 2012 consultative group meeting held recently, Japan pledged to provide about 110 billion yen, some $1.4 billion in official development assistance to Vietnam. Presently, Japanese funds are helping the construction of the International Terminal T2 at Nội Bài International Airport, Nhật Tân Bridge in Hanoi, and Urban Railway No. 1 in Ho Chi Minh City.
On January 21st, the border guard of Central Coastal Khánh Hòa province handed over 5 rescued Filipino fishermen to the embassy's officials in Vietnam. Our reporters have more.
Will Diaz, one of the distressed fishermen, recalled that his vessel's engine stopped working in the waters of Trường Sa archipelago on December 17th. The boat drifted on rough seas until they were spotted and rescued by a tuna fishing vessel from Central Phu Yên province on December 26th. The 5 fishermen on board the vessel were later taken to Khánh Hòa provincial authorities on January 19, 2013. As soon as the Filipino fishermen were taken to Khánh Hòa border guard, they were examined and given medicine and necessary care. Since early 2012, fishermen of Phú Yên, Bình Định, and Khánh Hòa provinces saved and brought ashore distressed fishermen of the Philippines, Malaysia, and Indonesia.
Construction on a series of homes for poor people in some southern provinces started in Vĩnh Long province on January 30th is part of a project funded by the Asia Cultural Heritage Foundation of the Republic of Korea.
As many as 73 houses will be built, including 41 in Vĩnh Long, 17 in Trà Vinh, and 15 in Tiền Giang. Construction is estimated to cost $109,500, which was mobilized by Kim Ki-young, director of the Asia Cultural Exchange Foundation Center in Ho Chi Minh City. These houses are expected to complete in 3 months and will be provided for people with low incomes in these localities.
A spring fair honoring craft villages and high-quality farm products is taking place at the Vietnam Exhibition Center for Culture and Arts. We have a look.
The fair is organized by the Ministry of Culture, Sports and Tourism, along with Hanoi People's Committee and the Vietnam Farmers Union. It was opened with a procession of craftsmen from Vạn Phúc village to feature their 1,000-year zinc-making craft. 10 outstanding agricultural and craft products were honored at the fair.
We have worked with the Ministry of Culture, Sports and Tourism to popularize 1,500 villages and farm products. The fair, in one way, is to honor farmers' produce. In another way, it will create linkages for farmers and enterprises, enhancing their potential in the present market economy.
The fair is composed of nearly 200 kiosks, plus an extensive range of cultural activities and performances. It began on January 30th and will run until February 5th.
And this is the end of our news today. Thanks for watching and goodbye for now.